Hi there. In this video, I'm going to go over my favorite stretches for the hamstrings, inner thigh, upper body. Also good mobility work for the ankles and hips. And you don't actually need a chair for these exercises. You can do this on a flat surface. So either the couch or as you get more flexible on a desk or kitchen counter. I'm going to start with the hamstring stretch. So the first exercise, you're going to place your foot on a flat surface. Your standing leg, non-working leg, can be in external rotation or pointed forward, but keep in mind to press the heel, the ball of the foot, into the floor and spread the toes apart. Also keep in mind that you're pulling away from the floor, so you're lifting up. So don't stand with a collapsed midsection. Heels are pressed in, you're lengthening up. There's a lengthening component happening in the body. The working leg, you're going to point and flex the ankles. I suggest doing 8 of these, but for keeping the video short, I'm going to do only 4. You can have your arms by your side, you can have them on your hips, or for more advanced, behind the head. And so point and flex the ankle for 4. For plantar flexion and dorsiflexion, this is to stretch the hamstrings, this is to stretch the calf and mobilize the ankle joint. After 4, the next exercise, same thing, but rotate the thigh bone, the femur, in the hip socket. So going inwards for internal rotation, back to neutral, and into external rotation. And then don't force the tissue, just rotate the knee in and out as your body allows you to. For 4. And 3. And 4. Next, for a deeper stretch, incorporating the upper body, you're going to bring your hands behind the head. You're going to curl forward as much as you feel comfortable. And then this also challenges balance. And then curl back, open the elbows wide, squeeze the shoulder blade together, lift the breastbone to the ceiling, so mobilize the spine. This is good for mid-back tightness. And then curl forward again. If you want to incorporate the breath, it would be exhale as you curl forward and inhale as you come back. And exhale for 3. And inhale for as you're coming back. Bring the breastbone to the ceiling, squeeze the shoulder blade together, and go back as far as you feel comfortable. And 4. And I like to do the exercises slow and controlled, as opposed to just rushing through them. The next is inner thighs. So again, stand with an external rotation. In this case, the hips, shoulders pointing forward, the hips, shoulders level. The leg, the working leg, is in external rotation. The first part is pointing and flexing the ankle again for 4. Again, to mobilize the ankle, to stretch the inner thigh and hamstrings, and also stretch the calves. After 4, rotate the thigh bone, the femur, in the hip socket, internal rotation and external rotation. And I want to address something. Someone left a comment that these chairs are so expensive. which is true, but it requires an investment upfront, and that can be costly. But options, either you can get them sometimes used on the Facebook marketplace, and once you're done using them, which should be never, because there's just so many exercises can be done on this chair. But once you're done with it, you no longer want to do chair exercises, you can just resell them. And this company, Balance Body, has a very good resale value. So maybe you lose a couple $100, but in my opinion, it's totally worth it. If you go to classes, you don't get the individual attention, and you can use the chair as much as you want. I think it's worth the investment. Okay, the next part is bring the hands behind the head, stand up tall, press the standing leg into the floor, ball of the foot into the floor, spread the toes apart, hands behind the head, and side bend towards the working leg, back to center, and then side bend away. Go as deep as you feel comfortable, and then come back up. And here you have to pay attention that you are not rotating forward and hunched forward as you side bending. So imagine that you're between two planes of glass. This is a pure side bend to stretch the obliques, the QL, the psoas, and to mobilize the spine sideways. Also, glute med is working crazily to stabilize the hips. So it's a good stretching and strengthening exercise. And this is 3, I believe. And 4. If you find a spot that is specifically tight, you can also stop there, hang out there, and then just take a couple deep breaths. That is to loosen the tissue. Okay, the next one is pigeon. So fold the leg into a pigeon. In this case, the standing leg is pointed forward, hands behind the head. Go forward, exhale. Go as deep as you feel comfortable. Stack your spine back up, and then extend the spine backwards. Here too, open the elbows wide, squeeze the shoulder blade together, lift the breastbone to the ceiling to mobilize the spine. If you have a chair, if you do this on a chair, you can also curl forward and then come back up, and then stack your spine, go into an extension. These are such great stretches. I suggest doing this repertoire 3 times a week to see a major change in your flexibility and mobility. 3 and 4. And then the last one is quad stretch. Same leg. So the goal here is to grab either the ankle or, for a deeper stretch, the top of the foot. And if you grab the top of the foot, that also stretches the ankle. And you can keep the knees together. You can bring the knees apart. Here, just stretching different fibers. But the goal is to bring the heel to the butt, and also, again, lifting away and pushing the foot into the ground to feel a different quad stretch, different fibers. You can lean forward and also to challenge balance. And again, stretching different quad fibers. Move the leg away. So practice all three variations for the quad stretch. Very nice. Okay, let's repeat this on the other side. So starting with the hamstrings, place the leg on the surface, standing leg in external rotation. Stand up tall, so bring the hips under you, bring the spine under you. Don't hunch back, don't hunch forward. One straight line. Press the heel, ball of the foot into the floor, spread the toes. The working leg point and flex the ankle for 4, 2, 3, and 4. One side is usually always tighter. I think it's coming from the dominant hand, the dominant psoas being more tight and affecting everything up and down the chain. Next part, externally and internally rotating the leg. This is to mobilize the thigh bone in the socket. 3, and 4. And then curling forward, incorporating the upper body, the spine, and inhale as you come forward. Go back as much as you feel comfortable. You can take a moment here, bring the sternum, the breastbone to the ceiling, squeeze the shoulder blade together, and then come forward. And back. And 3. And 4. The next is inner thigh. Same thing, stand up tall. Don't stand like you pooped your pants. That's not an attractive look. Point and flex the ankle. For 2, and 3, and 4. And rotate the knee, the thigh bone better, externally and internally. For 4, 2, 3, and last one. 4. Bring the hands behind the head, side bend towards the working leg, a nice QL, oblique, and psoas stretch, and then side bend away. For 4. 2, and 3. Again, if you have a sticky spot, you can hang out there and breathe into it. And 4. This really opens up your midsection. And then the next one is pigeon. On this side, fold the leg under for a deep hip stretch. The standing leg is pointed forward, hands behind the head. Curl forward, and then stack your spine back up. Bring the breastbone to the ceiling. Elbow can open. Shoulder blade squeezes in the back. Forward. Exhale. Stack your spine. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And then the last one is a quad stretch. Grab the ankle, top of the foot, bring the knees closer together, bring them apart, stretching different fibers. Keep the heel by the butt. You can also lean forward. You can also kick, the leg away for a deeper stretch. Stretching all the fibers in the quad. And practice all 3 variations for the quad. Feels very good. And so just doing these Monday, Wednesday, Friday to see a real change in hamstrings, quad, hip, and spine. Thank you.